Welcome, Empire fans, to a special podcast of Williamsburg football. Speaking with head coach Rob Woodward. First of all, Coach, congratulations on your SOC championship this year and your playoff berth. And I just wanted to give you a shout out there and see what your thoughts were.
Oh, I'm extremely excited for our players. Every year, we talk about, how it's something that they've got to go out and earn, and it's never given. The SOC gets tougher and tougher all the time. And our guys have battled through it this year and went out and earned it in the games that they played and faced some adversity throughout those games, but have come on and gotten better each week. And our coaching staff's persevered through, trying to, again, be as competitive as we can and find where our guys best fit in our program, and moving forward here through not only SOC but into the playoffs. And guys are playing really good football right now.
Speaking of playoffs, you take on Memphis, who you've already faced, and it was a good game down there in Memphis on grass, and a little bit different going into this game, as it'll be a little colder, I would suppose, for your fellas.
Yeah, I'm glad Friday night's supposed to be a lot colder than it is Saturday, but we practiced late tonight, and we're out there, and the guys were all saying, "Gosh, this feels pretty good," and the fans that are sitting out there, 30-degree weather is tough on them. But the players, they're running around, keeping themselves warm. Of course, their hands get a little cold out there at times if they have to take a break on the sidelines for a little bit. Maybe they're offensive player only, defense player only, something like that. But their adrenaline's moving, and guys were really practicing at a high level tonight. And we talked about the fact that it'll be the same way the game will be Saturday.
Speaking of the cold, I know I've probably asked you this before, but different ball field, different ball, air in the ball. Does that affect your passing or your special teams kicking? What do you think is a difference there?
Really, the ball can float a little different at times, but I haven't noticed much throughout this early course of the year this year. In the past, I've thought the ball's been a little heavier and sailed a little more when the weather changed. Of course, hands get cold at different times on whether it be guys catching the ball or guys throwing the ball or guys snapping the ball. All that. Well, we work for our guys to be ready for the elements. We talked about the fact we want to play when it's hot, and then we want to be able to play when it's cold, and our guys have got to be able to. And that's one reason why I love the game of football. No matter what, you've got to be acclimated to, climatized to the weather and to the elements that they could face.
I know you go on to take on Memphis, and you've seen them already. They've seen you. Do you prepare just like you did the first game, or do you think, okay, what wrinkles can they do to mix you guys up?
Well, it's playoffs, and everybody's it's a do or die, and coaches are trying to figure out what they can best do based on their personnel and based on what they have, and everybody's just got to be locked in, and alignment and recognition and is all heightened when you play. They've got the things that they do, we've got the things that we do, and both teams are just going to go out and work to execute. And the team that better executes the hardest and the longest, is the team that'll be victorious in these playoffs, and that goes for any game. And our guys understand they prepared this week, coaches and players, just like we do any other week. Respecting the game, respecting the opponent that we have to the highest level, and working again to develop the execution that's required.
This week is this year is a Saturday playoff game. Last year it was Friday. Is there any difference in with the way you guys prepare, getting that extra day?
Well, it's just that first week that you get the extra day. And really for us, we kind of use it as a break. We took a day off there after week 10. Said, go recharge your batteries, don't get up the next day. And then we just start the next day like it was a Saturday. And everything's pushed back a day for us, and we work through that. But once we play a game on a Saturday night, and then everything's back down to just a quick little 7-day turnaround. So, it keeps us on our toes, keeps us, our coaching staff's developed a pretty good routine. Our guys have developed a pretty good routine of what to expect and how to prepare each and every week. And they're doing it, again, at an extremely high level.
What's some I know we're going into the playoffs, but one final question for this week. What's some things that you remember beginning to now, just in that regular season, that you'll take with you as you move forward?
Well, I'll take the little moments that you see guys and the experience that they gain. There was experience gained in week 1 that we've built from. There was experience gained in week 2 that we built from. There was experience gained in week 3 that we built from. And we recognize those moments and we build off of those different things. And I tell you, it's just amazing to watch. We were like a machine out here. The last 2 nights I was talking to somebody about in how a big thing is our scout team. Our scout team recognizes what we need out of them in order of lining up. And if we can get a good scout team that's giving us the great kind of look, then we're able to execute offensively. And it's not a helter-skelter kind of form of execution, because Coach Caskey has the plays that he wants, and he wants to try to utilize it in situations. And we've got to work to put that scout team in situations. So even the freshmen and sophomores that are over there running the scout team have gained experience, and we continue to build off that experience. So we use the word grow. We talk about the growth and development of players, and we keep trying to work on the growth and development of players, and that raises the level of competition, because you've got younger guys that are extremely athletic, that are competing at a high level, that are pushing some of those older guys, and that just in turn allows us to put the best product out on the field, and that's our job as coaches. We love all our players. We love all the kids. We're trying to make good, sound young men that can make good decisions and handle adversity. But at the same time, we've got to put the best product on the field. And our competitive practices have allowed us to really work to put the right kind of guys out there that can, that we see and feel can get the job done.
Any final thoughts before we get off this week, Coach?
Well, I just want to put a big shout out to our girls volleyball team. They fell today in the state semifinal game, but what a tremendous run they've had. What a tremendous job they've done getting this far. I was talking to Coach Perry about, how he's brought and the growth that he's been able to work and develop with those young ladies. 2 seniors that he loses in that group that have worked hard throughout their career and done a tremendous job. But just the foundation that he's been putting in place is tremendous. Just like all of our athletic programs, it's raising the bar to a level that's a next step that the girls are gaining experience with and understanding how to practice and prepare for. And just a big congratulations to them and the hard work that they've put in, their coaches and players. I talked to our players tonight. They've worked extremely hard like we are, and they go out to try to achieve those levels. And it's great to recognize them. And we want to make sure we do that as a football program.
That's Coach Rob Woodward. His final thoughts for this week's contest against Memphis High School, second time around in the playoff action Saturday up at Ed Miller Stadium. Hopefully you guys can be there. But if you can't, tune in to BurgFan.com. We'll be on about 6:45. Thank you, Coach, and good luck to you.
Thanks, Gene. Go Berg.